Hi, this is Steph with Belladonna Dyes, and today we're going to make a snow dye double incline. So for this shirt, it's just a simple fold in half, and I'm using the yardstick to create a nice center crease. Work on getting out as many wrinkles as you can. Since this is going to be a snow dye, an ice dye, it doesn't really matter if it's perfect with the wrinkles, but the smoother, the better. Using a washable marker that I looped around with kite string, I create the pattern. I like to come down about an inch from the armpit, and that's where I start to draw the line. Now as you begin to fold the line, it's really important that you make that line straight. So you'll see me twist the shirt around so I can line it up. That's the goal. Notice how that line looks nice and straight. Use rubber bands or kite string to secure it in place. So this is the tip of your shirt. That's the part that needs to be at the top of your incline when you place your ice on. Continue to work on your folds as you work your way down the shirt. If you need to add new folds into it, that's fine. Start to do that now. I take a paper clip and unbend it. Then I attach it to the top of my gutter. This is going to stop the shirt from sliding down into the muck. Using a washable marker and the yardstick, I'm measuring out where I want to put the dye. It's just sort of a guideline. I usually end up putting the dye a little bit over one way or the other, but it just helps with the visuals. Using these disposable spoons that I use over and over again after washing them in the dishwasher, I place the dye. I use the back of the spoon to smooth the dye on. That way when you're adding your snow or your ice, it doesn't roll all the way down the shirt. So when it comes to orange, I use it sparingly, unless I want a completely orange shirt. Orange has a tendency to really overpower things. So if you notice, I'm going to make a much thinner line of the orange than all the other colors. Now that all the dye is placed on the shirt, I'm going to give it a quick sprinkle of soda ash. Just a light sprinkle, a teaspoon or two. So in this case, since it's a snow dye, I went out into my yard and I collected a huge bowl of snow. And I'm just going to pile it on really thick. After the snow had melted, I let the shirt batch for 24 hours. And now it's time for the rinse out. I always start my rinse outs using cold water. That stops any soda ash that might be left in the shirt. And then I increase the water up to extremely warm, almost hot water, and I rinse until the water runs basically clear. From there, it's going to go into the washing machine. Then I'm going to wash it again on a hot water cycle using textile detergent, Synthropol. And then from there, it's going to go into another hot water cycle, and I use Milsoft. That brings back softness to the shirt. So here it is after it's been washed and dried, and I think it turned out fabulous. I love it. It could have been a little darker in the center, but I did not flip it over and add more dye, but I'm okay with that. I think it turned out really beautiful. There are a few speckles of the bright pink that ended up in the yellow, but I don't mind. That's part of tie-dyeing. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, and click the bell. And don't forget, have fun tie-dyeing.